Welcome to another episode of the Miami Real Estate Show. Today, I have the pleasure to interview the CEO for the commercial division for Fortune International Realty, Fabio Faerman. His insights are just amazing. This is the first time we interview a commercial real estate broker on the show. And the things he talks about are very, very interesting and important, especially for those agents who want to get into commercial real estate or explore the opportunity of becoming a commercial real estate agent. He talks about how to find listings, commercial deals, how to find the right commercial properties for your clients, what courses you should take to become a professional commercial real estate agent, what license should you take or acquire or get to become a successful commercial real estate agent. I hope you enjoyed this interview as much as I did. Without further ado, I leave you with the CEO of the commercial division for Fortune International Realty, Fabio Faerman. Make it a very, very productive day. Take care, guys.
This week's featured property is a condo office conversion, masterpiece of mid-century modern design. In the heart of Miami's emblematic Flagler Street, a few blocks from Miami World Center, Brickell City Center, and all aboard Florida. One Flagler received $10 million in renovations as a pre-leased and guaranteed immediate income office building designed by modernist architect Morse Lapidus. This magnificent condo offers 15 stories of reimagined office and retail space with unbeatable prices, from $288 per square foot, and returns as excellent as 5 to 6%. Don't miss out on being part of the transformation of downtown Miami. For more information, contact Fortune Commercial Division Director and top producer Fabio Faerman at 786-262-9966.
Welcome to another episode of the Miami Real Estate Show. Today, I have the pleasure to interview Fabio Faerman, CEO of the commercial division for Fortune International Realty. Fabio.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much for having me in your beautiful offices in Brickell, in close to downtown Miami. So let's get started.
Okay.
I know you've been in the business for a long time. You've achieved many awards as the #1 producer for Fortune International Realty, which, by the way, it has over 1,000 agents. So being #1 over 1,000 agents is a huge achievement. So how did you get started? How did you get started in real estate?
Well, really, I come from Argentina.
Okay.
It was not easy to come here, but I came 13 years ago, and it was a huge decision for the family.
Okay.
When we came here, I'm an architect. Study architecture in Argentina. I worked like an architect for like 15 years or more, doing spec homes there, retail, call centers, and stuff like that. And when I came here, then I took an MBA in real estate from the University of Madrid.
Okay.
That was very interesting because I want to understand the business side of the architecture business. Okay. That is like the development side. And then, after that, when we came here, we came to make developments here.
Okay.
To begin with spec homes. And we have a partner. The partner, day one, decided to come back to Argentina.
Okay.
And where we have the offices there, it was a realty company in Aventura. And the guy told me, I have a report from you, from one of the lands that we have it, and you are perfect to do commercial real estate. I say, well, what is that? Because really I don't know what is commercial real estate.
Right.
And he told me, first you need to take the license, the real estate license. Well, I took the license in 1 week.
Right.
I began working. I said, well, open my commercial division. I said, well, where I can start? I will give you some clients, and you bring the properties. And this was the first thing that I did here. 12 years and a half ago. I worked 6 months there, and then Fortune International bring me here to Brickell to open the commercial division.
Oh, so you started in commercial from the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Now you also have because I'm very into education, and you are very clear in terms of the difference between. Tell me a little bit before I ask you that question. Tell me a little bit the difference between residential real estate and commercial real estate. We coach a lot of agents that say, you know what, I think I have a huge opportunity in commercial real estate, so I'd rather go into commercial instead of residential. What would be your advice, and what's your take into the difference between residential and commercial real estate?
I believe well, you know, if you don't have any background on like an architect or MBA or something that you study a lot, you know, to have some type of degree, I recommend that you can start with residential.
Okay.
And the big difference between residential and commercial is that first, you know, the process is longer. Yeah, the process is really longer. You need to be patient, and the amounts possible they would be higher in the type of deal. If you make a mistake, there would be a big mistake.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
And also, I believe the big difference in the point for the buyer side is that when you represent buyers, or you know, is in commercial, the buyer is aware. This is a phrase.
Okay.
The buyer is aware. In residential, the buyers, they're protected, and the sellers also.
Okay.
By the government. They make some laws and rules that they are protected. When you are doing some commercial deals, you need to be sure to help your clients do the correct process.
Exactly. They are not protected by any law. They are investors. They are seen as a sophisticated investor.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. And when you're a sophisticated investor, you need to do all your process with the due diligence.
Exactly.
You know, take all the you know, the technical analysis, financial analysis, do the insurance in the proper way, because it's very, very important.
Now, you also mentioned education is very important, and you are a CCIM, which I think is extremely important if you want to work in the commercial real estate industry. Tell me a little bit about the CCIM and why it's such an important designation.
Well, CCIM is, I took that because I want to have my MBA converted into the United States in some way.
Exactly.
I don't want to do another MBA again in business. And CCIM was you know, you have a lot of similarities, and I did that. The first thing about CCIM is that it's certified commercial investment members. There are only 50,000 in the world.
Only 15,000 in the world. Do you have any idea how many in the United States?
Majority. You know, right now they are growing a lot in Asia. And
to give you a comparison, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, they are in North America. There are 1,032,000 real estate agents, residential real estate agents. Commercial, certified commercial real estate agents, only 15,000.
Correct.
Imagine the difference.
Yeah, and the brand of the CCIM is like a brand recognition for you.
It is.
And also you have with your peers, you have the same, you know, the same language, the same financial information or financial understanding. When you call them or they call you, it's very easy to try to make the deal. It's very difficult when you try to do a deal with a residential agent. You know, yeah, because you want to present in a way all the, you know, financial math, IRR, you know, investment return, and then they need to explain to his client that is very difficult. And with the CCIM, it's very easy, the process.
Okay. When we speak, when we do seminars and when we do the coaching, we are very clear in terms of not only communicating but connecting with your clients. It's the same thing you're doing with the CCIM, that you are connecting with your peers, which allows you to interact in the same language, right? Which is very important. And when you came actually into the room today, you said, I was working in a commercial deal that is off the market. That's something also that residential differentiates from commercial real estate, right? So the number of deals.
Yeah, I believe, you know, I have more than 50% of my listings or deals going on, they are off market, you know.
So more than 50% of all your deals are off market.
Off market, because, you know, the owners doesn't want to, that the people knows about that the property is on the market. Really, they want to sell. Okay. You know, but they don't want to put the property on the market. They believe that if the property is off the market, they can have a higher price. And also is because, you know, when you have off market properties, you can work out the deal in an easily way with another brokers or with your clients. You know, you don't have so much pressure with another real estate agent calling you every day for the same listing.
So three key takeaways that I've gotten just in the first 5 minutes of the interview. It's number one, if you want to work in the commercial real estate, you need to have the connections. Number two, you need to have
not really.
Not really. Okay, very good.
You.
Okay, good.
When I come here, I don't have any connection.
Okay,
Zero.
But you have the connections within the CCIM industry. Yeah, but how do you get the clients?
Well, really, this is the way. You know, going to the clients. You know, nobody knows me.
Okay,
I come here without any connection.
Very good point.
That for me was, you know, this is real one of my best things for me is because in 12 years I can grow up so much without knowing anybody here. Okay. You know, in Argentina I have my brand. I was an architect working a lot. I have a lot of clientele. When I came here, I say, you know, I need to begin from zero.
Exactly.
That was good.
The number one thing you did is you became educated. You need to have the knowledge to work in the commercial real estate.
This is the best thing that I have. You know, my knowledge, you know, is when I'm in a meeting, I can put in my different hats, you know. Right. One of my hats is to be a commercial investment advisor. Another is I have a property management company only for this type of deals. I can see from the architecture side, you know, when we are showing a property, you know, I see the defects and the strength of the property. And also, because I did the MBA, I have the financial background. Okay. You know, if you have some knowledge and you work hard, I believe you can accomplish. Exactly. This is the thing that is, you know, is good if you can go directly to commercial. If not, you need to be prepared, or you can prepare in the way. You can enter to like a team like me and work with us, and then move ahead with the different.
What do you think, for example, somebody, whether it's a new agent or an agent that wants to go into, first of all, for a new agent, if you're a new agent, would you advise that new agent to go first into residential and then transition into commercial? Or go directly into commercial? What's your take?
No, really, because I'm in the commercial division. You know, when some agent wants to work with me, it's because he wants to be a commercial agent. Okay. If some residential agent is coming, I say, you know, I don't work with residential. Okay. I have my team of people working residential because, you know, all the clientele that is international. Okay. When they come to Miami, they want to invest something in residential, no matter what.
It's much easier. Yeah.
It's easier. And they want something for themselves, you know, or for his kids, different uses. Or in the last 5 years was very good to invest in residential because you can make a lot of, you know, a very good, nice investment, safe investment because the pricing was really lower compared with the rest of the world. Okay. Really, to buy for $200 per square foot an apartment here in Brickell was really fantastic.
So what you're saying is you have to specialize. You need to pick your market. Is either you're going to go into residential or you go into commercial. 100%. Correct. So you don't want to work with residential agents that want to venture a little bit into commercial. It's 100% residential, 100% commercial.
They need to make commitment to commercial. Then you have the option in commercial with different type of properties. Okay. You know?
Let's talk about the
some people, they specialize in retail. You know, I like so much retail because I did retail like an architect. Okay. And I work with a lot of different brands. You know, restaurant, clothing store, call center. Where, you know, you can name it. And then you have the land banking or the land development side of the business in commercial that you work with developers. And you know, this is totally different, like retail. Okay. Or you can work in office, where you can sell or condo office, like our new project that is One Flagler,
which we're going to talk about.
Yeah, and then or you can sell an entire office building. Okay. And you specialize only in office. Then you have warehouses, and then you know it's a lot of different type of commercial that you can specialize. You know, because my background coming from Argentina, that is different way to work here in the United States. I like to work in everyone. Okay. You know, I can specialize. Okay. No matter what, I can.
But it's commercial all the time. You don't do residential deals.
Correct. Okay. Correct. But when some new guy coming working in commercial, I explain to them that the first thing that they need to do is specialize in one of this type of.
Now, so one of the, I assume one of the advices you would give to an agent that wants to go into commercial is to join a team, or not?
If they don't have any background, yes.
Yes, okay.
I believe it's the best way.
It's the best way to join a team.
Yeah, just join a team to learn. You know, the best thing that they can do is, well, is what I did when I came here. You know, I began investing in some commercial properties that was shopping centers.
What courses can they take to understand the commercial?
Well, this is really not the CCIM. It's not
of
the
course,
only
right.
one. It's a lot. It's different.
There are many ones. Okay.
Yeah, there are many.
Do you suggest one in particular?
No. They can do wherever, because I'm the idea of always when you took a course, you would take something from this course.
Exactly.
Wherever you take. It's nothing matter if it's in commercial real estate, residential,
right.
or it's something about business.
Right.
You know, it's good because you learn something and you are doing networking at the same time. That is important.
Now, you build one of the most successful commercial real estate practices here in Miami. You are the head of it, CEO of the Fortune Commercial Division. What do you think are some of the attributes that made you so successful in these 13 years?
Well, really, it's difficult to talk about.
Okay.
You know, I believe the thing is first is you need to be patient. Patience is very, very important.
Okay. Why do you say that? Because I know why I say that you need to be patient. Most agents want to make money within the first 30 days.
No. This is the idea. Is to be patient and wait for, you know, in the midterm to make the deal happen.
How long does
no, because you know, I learned that not to push people to make a sale. You know, the people are buying from me because my advice, and really this is the best way that you have a relationship with clients, and you can do a long-term relationship with them. This is one of the things that I work all the time in the same way. Also, as I told you, patient and have a relationship with them. Trying to do the best investment that they can at the right time. You know, timing is also one of the things that you need to advise your clients. And yeah.
Now, so is patience, advice, and we say something that our number one rule in our coaching program is the 10-90 rule, meaning that less than 10% of all of your clients, less of 10% of the people that you will do content with within the first 90 days will do business with you. As a matter of fact, more than 90% of all the people you get in contact with will do business with you after 90 days, up to 2 years. So you need that patience, and you also need to develop that relationship, right? So when they do the transition from the 90% to the 10%, they choose you as their agent. Do you have any method, any system that allows you to keep in contact with those clients to have a long-term relationship? Is it a phone call? Is it a system? Is it email? Is it visits? What is it that you use?
Well, really, you know, when I began here, the email was, you know, the most important thing that I used, because I didn't know so many people here.
Okay.
But I began doing a relationship with them. And you know, after 3, 4, 5 years, they began doing business with me.
Okay.
That is one thing that is important. Second is your branding. You know, you are your own branding.
Right.
And I try to grow my branding from the last 10 years. I began with all the social media in the right way, like at the beginning of Twitter and LinkedIn.
Okay.
Like 10,000 people have a relationship with them.
Okay.
You know, and they read my articles there.
Very good.
And we have
articles.
Articles. You know, we post a lot of stuff there, but also about our farm area, that is Miami, Florida, and we're talking about what happened here in the commercial side.
How often do you send those articles to your clients?
We don't send.
Okay.
We don't send.
You just create them.
Yeah, we put in our social media, and the people read it from there.
Okay. How often do you post?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day we have different posting from different things that we think the people needs to know. What happened in Miami? What happened in commercial? What happened in different areas? What is going on? And you need to know. And I know some people, they read more my posting than the real original posting. You know, and this is very interesting because some people told me, you know, I read you, and because it's better for me, you are like doing clipping of all the articles in there.
Exactly. You're decluttering. You're just curating that information.
Correct. And it's not because we think that we want have clients from there. It's because really at the end I read this article.
Okay.
I don't want to post it. It's the way to share.
Right.
You know, share is in a good way. Right. Like, you know, if you share money, the money's come back.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And that's the beauty. Is we are so adamant about the importance of creating content, relevant content for your clients. It's so critical. It's the most powerful way of advertising. It's education-based advertisement, which is exactly what you're doing in social media.
Yeah, one of the things when I remember now, really was 12 years ago when I began doing my marketing brochures. You know, with nothing here, you know, I receive a lot of comments from people say, you know, I like your marketing brochure that I sent by email. And for me it was like a very nice accomplishment coming from a country that nobody tell you, you know, this is good. Exactly. You know, and to share that for me was like, it's like my first investment here. You know, one of my investment what we did with, because I have another company that we did syndication. And, you know, some people, they don't have enough money to invest in a big property. Okay,
so what happens at that point when you have a client that doesn't have millions of dollars to invest in a property?
Sometimes we make a company. Okay. They bought the property. You know, we took a loan for this property, and we find the right investors. Okay. You know, and these people, they have with the less money they can buy a big property. Okay. That is important with nice tenants or national tenants. Okay. And at the end, they feel that they are part of something bigger.
Of course, more secure, more stable.
Correct. Right. And you know, I remember the first deal that we invest here because I want to learn and invest with my own money. Okay. And I come from Argentina. I say, wow. The guy told me that the return was 8%. I said, you know, why this guy offered me this project? They can do a loan. Okay. And really, you know, the way that they share here is different than in my country. And I entered to this deal. We make good money, and really was certain that we make 8% plus the IRR, and we make you know, a nice return. And really, I asked him, why you are give me the option to enter with you? Say, well, today I offer you this, and in the future you will offer me to enter in a nice deal. I say, wow, I need to think differently. Very good. This was one of the things that is you learn. You need to learn the good things from the people, not the bad things.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
You need to be you know, far from the people that they have more bad things than good things. But with these people also that they're bad guys, you need to learn the good things. Because the good things are very good things.
Now, that brings me to the next question, which is, can you share with the audience any failure that you had in the past? I'm sure in 13 years working in commercial real estate and, you know, on the way to the top, you had many failures like any other successful entrepreneur. So can you share any failure, and what did you learn from that failure?
Well, really, you know, the good thing of the success is because you have more success than failures.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah. And the failures that I remember is only one. Okay. And that is one property that we bought with one client in Boca Raton. Okay. That the people that they sold to us was, you know, they told us that they will have this type of rent, they will have this monthly rent, but it's, you know, for high-end people playing tennis and blah, blah. Well, the problem was that at the end, nobody rent these spaces, and it was not my farmer area, you know? And to go there, and the management of this company was so tight and so strict that I can enter to replace them. This is what's a failure that we understand that we can't not do it again. That this is the reason because I did my property management company. You know, that I have the responsibility that give to my clientele, you know, a nice and safe return. This is very important. And but I believe you need to think about the challenges. You know, it's not only failures; it's the challenge that you have in the past, and one of the big challenges was in the crisis.
Okay, so what happened in 2008?
I said, you know, I came from Argentina. Well, we have a crisis every 5 years, 7 years.
Okay.
and you know, we have a one in 2001. I came here, said, wow, 2008, again, a crisis here. I said, come on. But, you know, for us, really was not a crisis. Crisis is nobody calling you for 2 years in a lot that you have for sale.
Okay, that's a real crisis.
Here, the market is so
dynamic,
and they move so fast that you know, in less than 2-3 months we began doing deals again at different pricing, but the market moving, you know, it's moving and you can move ahead. And we did, you know, we have a loan, very important property in the middle of the crisis, and we did it. And we did it. This was a very good challenge that we have in 2008.
What's the number one thing you learned from that crisis in 2008?
Really is for me is that you know, after any crisis you come back better.
You come back much stronger, right?
Much stronger and better.
Right. Exactly.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. It's good. It's good to touch bases.
Now we're out of the crisis. Now we're in a booming cycle. Can you tell me a little bit about how you see the commercial real estate market in Miami? Where do you see it going in the next 6 to 12 months, and then 5 years from now?
I believe 6 to 12 months is not any change.
Right.
I envision that the pricing will stay in the same pricing. In the next 3 to 5 years, you know, if the Fed rates they are not changing so much, we believe that the market is very good. I will tell you why. Because financing is tight. You know, the big properties, they can finance, like in the crisis, before the crisis, that they finance like 80% and then a mezzanine loan for the other 20, you don't put any money, or 10%, that is really low. And right now, it's not enough financing, and the banks are doing a good job trying to check everything. And the fundamentals of the retail business, because it's different type of commercial. Right. You know, retail is the vacancies is going down. Right. A lot. And also in offices, you know, in industrial is the same. Okay. And offices is a little slower, but it's going down. And you know, the land they grow up in the last 3 to 5 years. They grow up like 50% in some cases to 3 times, depending on the location. Yeah. I don't see much grow in the land side, but in the rest of the things, they are doing well.
Let's invest 2 minutes, especially for the viewers here in Miami, in regards of the condo offices. How do you see the condo offices in Brickell, Coral Gables, and the return for investors in those areas? Is it a good investment?
You know, when you are going, you know, Fortune did the first 2 condo office conversions here in Brickell, 1110 Brickell and 1200 Brickell. What was fantastic. You know, I remember we began selling at 240 per square foot. Right now the same units there in 400, 450. And was a nice return from the investors. And they passed the crisis, you know, because we sold that in 2005.
How do you see the demand for condo offices from the investor point of view?
Yeah, you have two type of people who are buying condo office: the end user and the investors.
Right, exactly.
You know, for the end user, it's very good because they don't need to rent. If you stay there more than 3 years, you will make money.
Okay, so the payback period is about 3 years.
Yeah, it's good to have that, you know, and it's better to stay more than 3 years there in the property, and you will make money at then. And for investors, the price point is the most important thing. In commercial, it's not like residential. In residential, you can enter to a property for 100,000 or 200,000. Commercial stuff is all above 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, you know, depending on what type of investment that you want to do. But in condo office, you can enter with 200,000 or 150,000, and you can make you know, return that is in the 5% cap right now, and it's a safe investment for them. You know, a lot of people, they have so many residential units that they don't want to buy more residential and they want to enter to the commercial arena.
Okay.
And to buy a condo is good because you have a tenant. It's not like a tenant in residential that they call you every day because there's some problem with the with the fridge.
Right.
Here is a tenant that is working
more stable,
more
usually.
stable,
Right.
and you have a long-term contract for 3 to 5 years.
Okay.
Depend of the unit.
Okay.
And if you see in this viewpoint, this is very good.
Okay, so it's about 5%. However, how much is it? Do I need to come up to get into the commercial real estate market? How much money do I need to invest at least?
You come from 150,000
Okay.
to $3 million.
Okay.
It depends if you want an entire floor,
Okay.
or you want. Some people doesn't want to buy a property that
Right.
they need to do a lot of management
Right,
there.
exactly.
In a condo office, you have
Just about the
the
condo,
condo
right,
association that they control the building.
Right.
It's like a residential.
Right, it's like a residential.
But it's an office.
Right, you have a quote-unquote more stable
Latin
tenant.
American
Right.
clients, they know very, very well what I'm talking about
Right,
because,
right.
We convert from one client that is the entire owner of office building to different owners that they can control his own units.
Now, the last two questions that I have for you. What piece of advice would you give a new agent that wants to get into the commercial real estate market? What would be that piece of advice?
I believe one of the things is bring your background,
Okay.
explore your background.
And if I don't have any background,
If you don't have any background, you need to do something.
join a team?
No.
Okay,
you need to go and learn something.
I like
You
that.
know, it's very important. You can read by yourself. I did a lot of stuff like that.
Okay.
I read magazines, different type of magazine on real estate.
Okay.
I bought books in real estate. I don't know any name of these books. I don't remember.
Okay.
But from each book, I took something.
Okay.
And I learned a lot of stuff. You can buy books that talking about leasing, books referring in commercial real estate investment, or how you can understand cash flow.
Okay.
Whatever
There
you want to proceed. It's a lot of information out there, and
Okay.
and this is the best advice. And use all your contacts in the right way.
Exactly.
Don't push them. Try to contact them, explaining that you are in a new mode right now, and try to see what type of necessity has your client. I work a lot like an investment banking advisor.
Okay.
Try to learn my client. Try to understand what he needs. It's not only him, it's his family, his partners.
Exactly.
If what they need in the long term is not today, is if they have 2 children, what they want to do. If you want to invest like a triple net property, like with a nice return of 6%, and buy it for his children or for his grandchildren, this is very good. But also he can buy it for his own retirement. And first you need to understand your client and the risk that he wants to take. That this is very important. If the guy doesn't want to take any risk, you need to go to this a very strict and safe investment. If they want to take a risk, you can go to different areas that they're in the process of the growing right now, and they can make more money, but it's more risky.
See, understand for the viewers, whether they're new agents or residential agents, it's way more. I don't want to say complicated, but it's kind of way more complex. It has a lot of moving parts, commercial real estate, or than residential real estate, where there is only usually 3 needs. Either I need to live in the property, I need to get a higher return than the bank is paying me, or a plan B, a vacation home. In commercial real estate, you have many, many, many options. And before you take your client into an investment where he can lose his money, you need to be extremely prepared. Now, the last question is, what advice would you give an experienced agent to even grow their practice even more?
Well, really, is what we are doing right now. Is growing my team.
Okay, growing your team. Very good.
Growing a team.
Okay.
At the beginning, always I thinking that working alone with some 2 or 3 guys is good. But right now, it's trying to grow in my team. This is the
leverage.
Yeah. I believe at the end, you need to have service. really the people are calling me because my branding,
Okay.
and I can have, if I have good guys next to me working, you know, the same way,
Okay.
we can attend to all these people, you know. We are working like with high-end restaurants from the entire world. We bring Cipriani here, we bring La Cantina number 20, and all these people, they need a good advice in retail. When we are working with office, it's the same way. I need one guy that specializes in that, and I can see the big picture. Right. And then you need to grow a good team and reinvest some of your money in. I don't see much in marketing. I see more in people and in all type of you know, financial analysis, demographics, all this stuff that can help your practice. You know, it's service. What we are doing is service the clientele.
Fabio, it's been a true pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me in your office. And until next time, make it a very, very productive day. I'll see you in another episode of the Miami Real Estate Show.